14 young lives gone in seconds. A school trip that should have ended with children arriving at school safely turned into one of the most heartbreaking tragedies in South Africa. Now, the man behind the wheel, the scholar transport driver, is finally speaking. Ayanda Dludla says he is sorry. But for the families who lost their children, the question remains, can an apology ever be enough? Today, we look at what happened, what the driver said in court, and why many families say they are not ready to forgive. Stay with us because the details of this case are shocking, emotional, and still unfolding. The tragic crash happened near Vanderbijlpark in the Vaal area. According to reports, a school transport minibus carrying school children collided head on with a truck. Witnesses say the minibus was overtaking several vehicles before the collision. Within seconds, chaos erupted, metal twisted, glass shattered, and innocent children were trapped inside the minibus. Emergency services rushed to the scene, but the damage had already been done. 14 young learners lost their lives. Many others were injured. For parents waiting at home, it became the worst phone call of their lives. Some parents rushed to hospitals, hoping their children survived, only to be met with devastating news, a tragedy that has left communities across South Africa in shock and deep mourning. The driver of the scholar transport was Ayanda Dludla, a 22-year-old man now facing serious charges. Prosecutors say his action on the road may have led to the deadly crash. Dludla is currently facing 14 counts of murder, multiple counts of attempted murder, reckless and negligent driving, and allegations that he did not have the proper permits required for scholar transport drivers. These are extremely serious charges. If convicted, he could face many years behind bars. The case quickly became national news as families demanded answers. Many people asked the same question: how could such a tragedy happen? During court proceedings, Judas' legal team revealed something emotional. They said the young driver is deeply remorseful. According to his lawyer, Judah has been crying during consultation and is struggling emotionally with what happened. His messages, according to the defense, is simple: I'm sorry. He reportedly wants to apologize directly to the families who lost their children. But for many parents, those words do not bring back their sons and daughters. Some families say their pain is still too fresh. Others say they want to focus on justice, not apologies. Because of them, this is not just a story on the news. It is a lifetime of grief. The anger and pain from families has been intense. Some parents say the tragedy should never have happened. They believe stricter safety checks and regulations for scholar transport could have prevented it. Because number one, the driver was not properly qualified. He did not have proper documents. The permit was expired and he was intoxicated. For many grieving families, the court case is now the only path towards accountability. They want the truth about what happened on that road, and they want to ensure that no other family ever experience this kind of loss again. The court has postponed the case while investigations continue.
Vanderbijl and he was really behind the glass, behind herself until the 22nd of April.
No, that's correct.
Yeah.
No, thank you very much. Indeed, my client has opted to abandon. We are waiting for the investigations to be concluded so that we can really see what the docket contains before we can possibly decide on the bail application. But I must state that my client is very much remorseful of what happened on the beginning in question, and I understand that lives were lost, and as painful as it is, I've seen my client, I've seen the family of the victim. This is the one part perhaps where, in the eyes of the law, we have to balance a number of factors, both of the parents, the deceased, and my clients. My clients hold much faith in the rule of law more than anything at this stage. But he did express his wishes to be out, considering the fact that prison is not a nice place to be at, because he's currently detained in prison. But all of that will be dealt with as and when we have read the docket, I've consulted with the client, and a decision will be taken from what's inside the docket on how we're going to proceed moving forward.
Is he going to plead?
I don't know.
Sir, will you be able to tell us why did he change the lawyers?
Well, I received
More evidence about the crash or the cause of the crash, the condition of the vehicle involved, and the decisions made in those final moments before the collision. Meanwhile, Duda remains in custody. The court process could take months before a final verdict is reached. For now, the country continues to watch as this tragic case moves through the justice system. 14 children, 14 futures that will never be lived, a driver who says he is sorry, and families whose lives have been changed forever. As the investigation continues, many people across South Africa are asking the same question: will justice truly be served? What do you think? And if you want more updates on stories that matters across South Africa, subscribe and turn on notification bell. And this is True Crime with Nsuku's Folktale. See you on the next